from my players, own kids, you're going to ask kids to do a lot of things they don't like. As long as you're fair, that's all that matters. Our job is to make them understand what's best for them. In today's generation of kids, they don't understand. They have no clue what it's really like and about to really work. Well, those are things they're going to feel from me. They're going to feel it and they're going to see it every day. You know all that is? Doing what's best for them. They don't mean they like it. And at the end of it, you got to have accountability. We all have accountability in our lives. You guys who've been successful through life, there's accountability. And your parents have told you things you didn't like to do. As you get older, though, you look back and you learn from it. You know, basketball-wise, it's simple. As I said earlier, team with the best players wins most of the time. You know, it's really not a huge secret to it. But at the same time, here, you got to find ways to get these players and get this thing back believing the way it used to be. And we're going to find ways. We're going to find ways to do that. And it starts with recruiting. It just starts with recruiting. So everybody understands this. We want those same guys that Mississippi State, Texas A&M, Kentucky, Louisville, we want those same kind of guys. Why? You know, we're playing for the same thing they are. We're playing for the same tournament they are. NCAA tournament. We're all in that same tournament. Why do we want to settle for less? Now, I understand this. We're not going to get the McDonald's All-Americans that Kentucky gets. We all understand that. I didn't get them at Mississippi State. But we got those guys and evaluate them at an early age, guys who in turn, in time, can develop into those kind of players, build a wall around them, and by the time everybody else comes crawling for them, you got them locked up. Back in the days, Western Kentucky, they were able to get those kids. There's a lot of good players in this state. There's no reason why players in this state have to go anywhere else to find a place to get a good education and compete for championships. Why can't we do it right here? It's been done before. Well, number one, you have to believe you can do it. Got no chance if you don't believe it. Had no chance for this vision, for this university to get some things done if you didn't believe it. And that's not coach talk. You can say the right things, but if you don't have a conviction with it, don't come across the same. Said the same thing at Mississippi State. Well, we believe it's the best place in the country for the right kid. Same way with Western Kentucky. It's going to be the best place and the right place for that kid, and in particular a kid from this area in the state of Kentucky. He does not have to go across these borders anymore to find a place to play and be successful. And again, it's going to take every one of us to build this thing back, and we're going to do it. And it starts with, like I said, you got to handle your in-state kids first. We can't have kids from up the road from us, late bloomers, going out of this state playing in the SEC. For us to do the things that we want to do, those young men need to be at Western Kentucky. And our jobs are to evaluate them early, pinpoint them, and go sell this. And I got no question, with all of us, we're going to do that. And when you people walk out of this room and walk out there and put your heads up high and throw that chest back out now, Western Kentucky's getting back on this map. We're going to another level here. And it's going to take us all now. But you got to believe it. And be convinced of it. Be convinced we can get it back that way. You know, everybody was going to want to know about my staff and all that. Yeah, my first priority right now is these players that are here. That's my first priority. Be able to spend some time with those guys, get to know them, let them get to know me. I met with the players early this morning. I was trying to set up a pickup game, but I figured out there's no guards and no shooting guards. Got no biking. I got nobody that can dribble up the court or shoot it. I had a bunch of bigs. Now, all those bigs, they want to dribble and shoot now. I know that already, all of them. So I was hoping maybe I can find some media guys in here who could fill in, get me have enough for some scrimmage, but looking around, I don't see many athletes in that group neither. So that's number one priority. It's very obvious. You got to hit the ground running, recruiting-wise. Again, that's your lifeline of your program. Everybody knows the challenges we have, what we have to do. I'm not here to rebuild. I'm not here to change anybody's culture. That seems to be the word everybody wants to use at the press conference, change the culture. That's not me. I'm not changing the culture. We have a winning culture already. And we're just going to build on that, and we're going to take it to the next level. Staff, I'll have a chance to visit these guys. I know you have some good coaches here on this staff, and I'll visit with those guys, and we'll make a decision as we move forward in the next few days with that. I'll be here tomorrow and Wednesday get recruiting. We got the Final Four, and again, most important thing now, the players, it's here on your campus. Those guys are more important than recruits you got to go get. So, I just want to say, as we move forward now, I don't know how many students are in here, but it all starts with the students now. That's where it starts. And all you older folks, I say older, graduated, some of you are older. You remember this as a student. Some of your greatest memories is Western Kentucky basketball. We got to get that pride back in these students. That carries on a long time after they're gone. And seems like in the last, because of everything, it's the way the athletic world has changed a little bit. They don't seem to be engaged like they were. Well, I can promise you, we're getting those students back engaged. A couple students right there are good friends of mine right here. We're going to get them back. But it's going to take all of us now. And like I said, when you walk out of this press conference now, you need to understand we're moving this thing back forward. You grab somebody, you grab two people, buy them season tickets now. Go get them. Because, okay, y'all going to laugh now. You're going to say, well, Coach, I can walk up the door and get a ticket. Okay. You may be able to right now. I want to schedule some trips, Madison Square Garden, Battle of Atlantis, where you guys can be a part of things, man. Go play on that national scene. Because that's what we're going to try to do. We want to compete against those guys. You got to have that kind of schedule. And to do that, you got to have that kind of support. And I'm going to keep repeating myself. It takes us all. It's not about me at all. It's about that janitor who's going to clean that floor. He or she is very important, very important. And each and every one of us in here can play a huge part of our success. And I've said this many a time. All them bankers back there from Mississippi State who drove all night, I've told them many a time, I wish I could buy y'all a championship ring. But I couldn't do it. But they were a huge part of it. The same way each and every one of you all right here are going to be a part of these championships to come. And we can't do it without you. And I look forward to get this thing started and hit this ground running. And again, thank you very much. On behalf of my family, myself, we're really, really, really excited to be a topper. Thank you.
It'll be fun, man. I'm with you all the way.
This, where you guys can be a part of things, man. Go play on that national scene. Because that's what we're going to try to do. We want to compete against those guys. You got to have that kind of schedule. And to do that, you got to have that kind of support. And I'm going to keep repeating myself. It takes us all. It's not about me at all. It's about that janitor who's going to clean that floor. He or she is very important, very important. And each and every one of us in here can play a huge part of our success. And I've said this many a time. All them bankers back there from Mississippi State who drove all night, I've told them many a time, I wish I could buy y'all a championship ring. But I couldn't do it. But they were a huge part of it. The same way each and every one of you all right here are going to be a part of these championships to come. And we can't do it without you. And I look forward to get this thing started and hit this ground running. And again, thank you very much. On behalf of my family, myself, we're really, really, really excited to be a topper. Thank you.
It'll be fun, man. I'm with you all the way. They don't want to play the cards as media people down there. They don't want to
Oh,
play
yeah.
the cards, do they?
Man, that media's sitting right there ready, aren't they? They ready to jump on this.
Well, what we're going to do next is we'll open the floor up to our members of the media. If you would, just raise your hand, Lillian or Demarius, if you're in the back. We'll bring you the microphone. Please state your name and affiliation for Coach or for Dr. Ransdell or for Todd. First question. Chad?
Coach, was there any trepidation on your part with everything that happened with Coach Harper, the suspended players? What did you know about that situation coming in?
What was your name? Did you give me your name?
Chad Bishop from WKU.
Chad, where's that located at? Where are you located? Here in town?
Yeah, here in town.
Town, okay. You know, first off, you know, as I said, Todd was up front with everything. He was open about it. And that's a situation that basically you have no control over. You know, it's not an athletic decision. It's a university decision, and you know, university made decisions they made. So it's really, the way I look at that right now, you know, you all may have some more questions about all that. There's really no questions to ask. University's made a decision. I guess it's an unfortunate thing that happened, and but unfortunate happens sometimes. You know what happens sometimes with that too. You got